Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a memory plan with me using my Caress press inserts and a Scribble Prints Co kit, which was the September mystery of 2023. So I have been holding it for a little bit, but it is reformatted in the shop called Retro Bites, which is what I called it in the notes, in the thumbnail and the title. Yeah, so we're going to be using that as well as a Scribble Prints Co foil bundle in sparkly pink. I think it's going to look really cute. I love the additional pink to it. It's kind of in the middle of the dark and the light pink in the kit. So yeah, I wanted to add a little bit more pink since this is for February the 3rd through the 9th, the first proper week of Feb. So these are kind of my kind of Valentine's Day spreads, and I apologize it's taken this long to get to the 3rd, but yeah, I just took a break from filming videos entirely. I just needed to rest a bit, and I just wasn't feeling up to actually doing the talking planning as I'm doing right now. So thank you for holding out with me, and also for the first week of March, because I had a few other videos I needed to get done before we could get into Plan With Me's. But you'll have a whole bunch of Plan With Me's this month. I will hopefully be catching up through to March very soon. But yeah, this is the first one. And I'm just going to be color blocking as per usual and using 10 of the full boxes. And I decided not to use the glitter header overlays, but I did use some on the bottom washi and the full boxes. And I think they look really pretty. I don't know if you'd be able to see in the zoomed up, it might be going too fast for you to notice, but I have a splinter on my right thumb, right next to my nail in the, doing the base footage that you're watching right now. And it's kind of crazy because I think it's a paper splinter, it's a little piece of paper or sticker, and I felt like it was weird because it's kind of rounded on both ends. And yet somehow I got a splinter right there. And I wasn't sure if it was a splinter or if it was a weird paper cut that turned that was white, like a part of the skin or something, while I was filming the bases for this Plan With Me and the next two of them. And once I'd finished filming, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go prod with this with some tweezers. And I was able to shimmy it out. So it was a splinter that was paper. And I feel like that's kind of nuts. I don't know. I don't usually get a splinter with paper. Usually paper cuts or with wood for splinters, but here we are. So I apologize if you can see it at all, but I feel like the footage goes by so fast and it's just my thumb, so it should be okay. I just found it super noticeable because it was bright white. But I think we're going to finish off with the base now and get into my day-to-day planning with me in real time. Hello, my friends. So for this week, I was listening on audiobook Faybound, although I feel like I only listened to Faybound. Did I even listen to Faybound this week? I feel like I was supposed to put the other book I was reading instead of Faybound, but alas, oh no, I read some Faybound on Monday, I think. It took me a long time to get through that book because I gave it 2 stars, a little spoiler there, but yeah, so I only read it on Monday, but then I was reading a lot more of on my ebooks for the rest of the week, and then on my side thing, I requested my US box. I planned a set and I was working on the custom, but I didn't finish it, so I just put a line. So let's get started into Monday. Sorry if I feel a bit rushed. This is actually my 4th video I'm filming today, so Luck is at the office today, so I'm like, I'm gonna get a bunch of filming done and feel real good. I could just chat as long as I want. I don't have to worry about them going to meetings, because you can pretty much hear their meetings through the whole apartment. So yeah, that also makes filming a bit hard. And then by the time they're finished work, we end up just playing games and watching lots of TV. So I don't know. I gotta carve out some more proper time between my games and my filming. Having 2 games that I play every day, like they have, you know, they're kind of like daily login games, kind of makes it a bit more difficult to do all of my other hobbies, well, except for reading. That's very easy. And of course I want to prioritize work, but today we are prioritizing YouTube. I'm not doing any work today, so I'm just going to be giving myself the day. Maybe I have to do that on weeks, like maybe 1 day a week. I just do videos instead of work, but we will see. Okay, it's just apartment living, isn't it, with a work from home partner. So, although they'll probably go into more of the office once the weather's better, so we'll see. So Monday, I just had my usual coffee Monday. I had a February monthly go up, and I will say right now, if you haven't, there's no March monthly this month. Because I ordered my March and April monthly from Caress Press, but those kids, it's February 24th, and they're still not even at my US box. So they're gonna be in the next haul, so I won't be filming March monthly, but I will hopefully be filming April monthly. Just the way it goes sometimes. The mail stuff is just not being a good, it's not being a good lineup for me for dates and packages, but oh well. Then I obviously was doing, I was doing laptop work, so I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I had a new release. I thought I had a new release this week, but I think I was working on listings and things for my set for the next week. That was it. So I was doing mostly laptop work this day, although I did get on the iPad for a little bit. And then I also got some laundry done. As I said in the last plan with me, which was ages ago, but I started playing, let me put some more of this in here before I put in what I want to put there. But I started playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure on the Switch. And that's like one of those daily games. I mean, you don't have to play it daily. Some days I just log in, just have a look. Probably later on I won't log in so much or play it so much, but at the moment I'm really enjoying it. But you do get perks for logging in every day and gifting and doing other stuff in the game. And I thought this spread would be perfect, that I can use all of my Gudetama stickers from Once More With Love, because you have the yellow and like the egg and the diner feels. I feel like that just works. So I was playing a lot of Hello Kitty. I will say every day I was playing Infinity Nikki as well, but because I'm kind of, at this point I was pretty much done with the newest updates. I was just logging in to do my little bits and pieces for like 20 minutes. So I decided like I was playing more Hello Kitty time-wise, so I put that instead of Nikki. But I'm still playing both of them every single day because I'm nuts. Anyway. Then I was reading some Faybound while I was collecting stuff in Hello Kitty, and I really struggled with the audiobook. If you're gonna read Faybound, do not get the audiobook. The narrator, I talked about it in my February reading journal, but the main character's name is Yiran, but it's pronounced by the audiobook narrator the entire way Urine, like, you know, we. And then, on top of that, I realized by the end of the book when I finished it, that one of the characters, when you first meet her, she has a strong Scottish accent, which was a lot because I think the narrator is American, so it was a lot. And then I'm pretty sure, and I realized by the end of the book, she has an English accent. It's not Scottish anymore. And I felt almost gaslit. I'm like, should I just go back to the beginning to see if the accent changed? Because I swear she was Scottish at the beginning, but here it is. Anyway, and then I was reading my ebook at night, which was at the time Foundry Side by Robert Jackson Bennett. I'll talk about it in a second because I finished it on Tuesday. Okay, I just read Idle Adventure because I think I'm gonna try and like tone down the or bring down how many like script stickers I'm using, because after a while it's just like, well, I'm not putting anything in because I don't have the scripts, and then I'll get the scripts in and I'm not watching or doing that thing anymore, and it feels like such a waste. I think I just have to go back to just writing everything. So that is what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna be picking up a Hello Kitty script. And I've got some Infinity Nikki ones in now, but I'm just going to use them up and then, you know, finish those. But yeah, I think I'm done with buying scripts. I'll probably still use them from the foil bundle just to bring some more foil in, but I just can't keep ordering these custom scripts and then being like, oh, I have 5 pages of this game and I don't play it anymore. Granted, there are some games I want to return to, like, obviously I was really into Fields of Mystery and I definitely plan to go back to it, but I'm at this point, I'm waiting for it to be completed. It has a few more updates, you know, to go, so I'm waiting for it to be a little bit more and then I'm going to restart it, I think, because I really do enjoy Fields of Mystery. But it is very different to play it versus the ones that give me like daily incentive to play, so depends on my time. Tuesday I was working on the custom as much as I could, but I did get to the chemist and refilled my prescription and then playing Hello Kitty. I know I've seen a lot of like articles saying like don't bother getting Hello Kitty because it's a mobile game and they shouldn't have put it on the Switch and PC and blah blah blah. I'll be honest with you, I feel like Switch games, like, I don't like playing mobile games and I don't think it has like, I don't think it's super mobile gamey, like it doesn't really have the controls of a mobile game. So I'm happy with that. And I will say, but in my opinion, a Switch is a lot like a mobile. Like, they're like, oh, it's too hard to like, you know, a mobile is meant to be so you just hop on a little bit in the day because it's on your phone. I'm like, but a Switch is handheld. Like, you can just pick it up and do the same. It's like a phone in that way. So I don't see the problem there. Like, it's nice to just like settle with my Switch for a few minutes, gift all my friendies, and yeah, I don't know. I think you could still play it pretty casually on a Switch. A PC, I don't know. That's why I decided to get it on Switch instead of PC because, well, Nikki's my main game on there and I like the separation mentally of them on different platforms, but I feel like it would be a lot harder to play it on my PC because it does feel more like a Switch game to me. So then on Tuesday evening, we were watching The Simpsons, and then we had dumplings for dinner. And then, is this when we started? We started watching the show The Pit, which is a new show on Max. And it is a medical drama show starring Noah Weil, who played Carter in ER. So, like, if you're an ER fan, you should, and you haven't started The Pit yet, you have to go do it now, please. The Pit is so good. Like, each episode is just 1 hour of time at the emergency department. So you really get to sit with the characters and the patients. And it starts at like 7 a.m., I think. And I think there's going to be 13 or 15 episodes. But I think we're up to, I can't remember the number of the episode, but it's like 2 to 3 p.m. was this week's one. It is a weekly show. We got a few to watch because it's actually a really good binge watch. So on top of every episode just being an hour of the time in the emergency department, there's also no music, which is actually really good. And even though it is a medical emergency department show, it's actually really chill. Like, it was so relaxing to watch. I don't know how. Maybe it's because it didn't have the music and it didn't over-dramatize anything. All the characters feel really real. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. There were some gory bits and I had to look away, but so if you like more gory medicine stuff, there is some stuff in there for you. There's also some really hard-hitting stories as well. Some really good actors in it, and if you're watching The Pit, I think we all love and adore Mel. She is our sweet, sweet baby. I love Mel so much. And yeah, Santos is kind of annoying. I feel like that's a pretty big agreement. But yeah, I highly recommend The Pit on Max. It is so good. And The Pit, I'm about to write it, but it's a hospital in Pittsburgh. So it's The Pit with 2 T's. And then on Tuesday night, I finished Foundry Side, which I gave 4 stars. It was really, really good. If you like Mistborn, I highly recommend Foundryside. It has similar vibes, the sort of urban, dark vibes with a proper magic system, and your main character is a young female thief. And this sort of like, they build up a kind of found family but also heist thing. So if you like those elements of Mistborn, I highly recommend Foundryside. It was really good. Yeah, the Foundryside is a trilogy, so I definitely have to pick up the other 2 books because I definitely want to finish this trilogy out. Sorry, I'm just just moving on my chair. Oh my god, I love my new chair because it doesn't make crazy noises like my old one. But anyway, definitely watch The Pit. This week we were catching up on the episodes we hadn't watched. But yeah, so it's actually really nice to binge, but at the same time it's just nice to watch like 1 hour in the night. And as I said, it was weirdly relaxing but compelling. Like it just doesn't take up too much of your focus, even though they are saying a lot of medical things at you, but not in a horrible, oh my gosh, what's happening way. And as you'll see later on, we decided like, oh, we want to watch some more. It'd be fun to watch some other medical shows. So we're gonna start through the plan with me, we're going to start trying out some, but we'll get to that later in the week. But on Wednesday, I had a plan with me go up, and I was doing working on the custom for my lovely little Andrea. Why was I doing this? Oh, I think the custom I was working on is the summer mystery. So the mystery, when's the summer one usually? I don't know. Soon, right? It's one of the months. It's one of the months before summer, but it's gonna be for summer, so it will be fun. I think I haven't, she hasn't. I've sent her the art now, but I haven't seen like the full boxes or anything, so I'm sure it'll turn out great. And then I use this little egg icon to mark that we got Yeasty Boy, which is a bagel place here. If you ever come to Helsinki and you want a bagel, Yeasty Boy is the one to go to. And then I was playing Infinity Nikki. I was playing a bit more of this than Hello Kitty, so I'm just putting it in a big box. I think I'm putting both of them in. Yes, Hello Kitty. The Pit. I might not actually be able to fit the Pit in here because what I want to write on the full box, on the next box. So, sorry, The Pit. You're going to get left off. But I know I was watching you. As I said, I got some scripts for Infinity Nikki, which I didn't end up holding because my Planner Choco order just kind of dwindled as I was filming. So yeah, these are just the duo script number 1. For Infinity Nikki. I think they came out really cute. I'm almost tempted just to order more because I do like that in the sticker form, but I could just write Infinity Nikki, but we'll see. Then it goes to Hello Kitty Island, and then I started a physical book. So obviously Foundryside was ebook, but this is one of the books that I bought in England or London, same thing, in my London trip, which was The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. And I just want to write that down here because I think I'm going to switch to just the read script sticker so I don't have to keep writing. I put down on my thing, book wouldn't burn, and then eventually I just wrote book on my like little planning notes here. So that's The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. I almost messed that up. I put an N, so it was like The Book That Wouldn't Burn. But if you connect that end to another loop, it looks like burn. Anyway, it was a really cool fantasy, really unique and different about a gigantic magical library. And you have 2 point of views who, one person like lives in the library and can't escape, and the other person kind of goes to the library and is like outside of it. And anyway, it's fascinating. I don't want to do too many spoilers, but I do highly recommend this book too. Why did I end up giving it 4 stars as well? So I really did enjoy that, and I think the 3rd book in the trilogy is coming out soon this year. But I did also pick up it's called Missing Pages, and it's a collection of the novellas. And the novellas take place after the first book and before the second book. So I'm going to read that first, and then I'm going to get the second book. I did end up getting the second book as an ebook because on Amazon it was like $2. So I'm happy about that. I assume it's because the third book's coming out this year, so it's cheaper. But yeah, I highly recommend if you want something different fantasy. There's also like a slow burn romance in there as well, but it's not like a romance book. It was much more of a romance that I like, which is just, it's organic and like, I think my problem is I don't like romance books and I don't like romance tropes, but I like when books have romance in them, but it's not a romance book. Do you understand? Like, it's not the genre of the writing. It just happens in the writing, and I prefer it that way. I think that's just how it is. And it's like with Faybound, that is a romantasy. That was my, I'm going to try out romantasy book. And it's not really for me. I suppose I could try other ones, but I don't know. I just thought like Faybound doesn't have very high ratings, so I thought maybe it's because it's a better fantasy book than it is a romantasy book. But alas, that was not the way. I thought maybe if romantasy people didn't really like this book, then maybe I would. But maybe I have to go the opposite. So I don't know. Let me know what you think is a really good romantasy. One that, oh, that's the wrong color. One that's not, I don't know. I will say I did not enjoy the you know, those kind of scenes. I don't want to say, I hate the term spice. I know we have to do it for censorship reasons, but these are adult books. So anyway, I hate that the internet has become so censored. Like I won't swear or say like, you know, too adult things on here just because, you know, it's a YouTube video and I feel like you might have it on with the kids about things like that. Like I understand, but I don't know. I don't want to say spice. But anyway, it just makes me think of June because I read all of June last year. The spice. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Anywho, like in Faybound, like it kind of just happened right at the end, and the last chapters are just chock-a-block full of multiple of them. Like I don't know, like 4 scenes maybe, not chock-a-block. But I feel like it wasn't organic leading there. It's just like, okay, you hot, time to go, hop on. And I just didn't like the descriptions. I don't want to hear the N-word of, you know, the N of the anatomy. I mean, it's not a bad anatomy. I mean, even male people have it. I was just like, ugh, when I heard the word. I'm like, ugh. No, thank you. I don't think I'm a prude, but I don't know. I would rather have like kicking my feet and giggling kind of romance over like hot and steamy, you know? I want to be like, now kiss. Oh. Which I surprisingly got from Brandon Sanderson in Wind and Truth. That was very much like a tee-hee, I hope they kiss. Versus, although there is a steamy scene in that book too at the beginning, and I was like, oh my gosh, clutching my pearls. But Faybound was a lot, I will say. I feel like Samantha Shannon, Orange of the Priory Tree, and Day of Fallen Night also has like steamy scenes, like explicit. But I feel like it wasn't that explicit. Like, it wasn't really going about, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. There's just a level somewhere. And sometimes it passes that level. And I don't always know how or when. I hope that makes sense. But I don't know. If you have a 5-star romantasy and everyone else thinks it's 5-star, let me know. And I'll see. I don't want to be close-minded. But I want it to be well written. And I don't want it to be like quippy or YA. That's all. I don't know. And I still want a good plot and a good world building. And I want everything. And I still have so much high and epic and other fantasies to read. So I don't know. I just haven't gotten there yet. Maybe if I run out of books, I will have to. Because, you know, it's the publishing trend right now. But I still got a lot of black backlists to go. Anyway, so Thursday work, we had groceries delivered, we had wash clothes. Look, I haven't done a plan with me in ages. I got a rant to you. We're hanging out, we're chilling, so I hope you enjoy my yaps. I washed some clothes, was playing Hello Kitty again. We watched The Pit, and then again I was reading The Book That Wouldn't Burn. There are some very romantic parts in The Book That Wouldn't Burn, which I was surprised at. Look, I don't know. This wasn't my week, so I had a day off on Friday. I'm like, screw it. I'm going through something right now. I found at my level of like, so I'm just over a year of being diagnosed and medicated for ADHD. And obviously it's gotten a lot better, but at the moment now, I'm kind of struggling with the idea, like the thoughts in my head of, is this burnout like legitimate and I have to rest? Or am I just being a lazy bum? Because honestly, my whole life I've been told I'm lazy. And it's really difficult now to like, why am I starting to tear up? Now to, I don't have to tear up, I am fine. But it's hard to separate those feelings. Like, I really do struggle with, is this laziness or is this needing to actually rest? Because I actually do physically and mentally need to rest more than other people because it's a disability, honestly. So it's just hard to like, I'm gonna put Hello Kitty here because I used a bigger box instead of cleaning time. But it's just hard to like feel through those feelings, like understand which part is what for me. And I feel I know there's like that advice online I've read that if you feel like, am I being lazy? You feel guilty about not doing anything, then you're not being lazy, because otherwise you would feel good by being lazy. But at the same time, I don't know. I find it hard to feel good, even when I'm like, I'm taking my day off and I'm being lazy. I still don't feel that good. Just like, but am I being a lazy, horrible person? So, yeah, I realized that while I was taking my day off. But, you know, we have to have grace for ourselves. We have to be kind to ourselves. Look, if I don't get the work done, the only thing that happens is that I don't get money. That's the only thing. Like, I don't know. I'm still good with other things, so I don't know. It's just a personal thing I have to work on. And sometimes you just have to, like, there's no problem in that. Sometimes you have to work through something like that, and it's okay. We're all here for each other, and I'm here for you especially as well. If you're also feeling it, especially these days. It's not just work and family and things, but also the world. Sometimes you just need a day off, a Friday off, which I took my day off, and I got some Happy Mail in the mail. Which Happy Mail was this? I don't know. I got a couple of Happy Mails. I got some notebooks and books, and I got some stickers, and I don't know anymore. And then I played some Hello Kitty Island, but also Nikki. And then I did a bunch of cleaning. I vacuumed everything. I mopped everything. I cleaned the bathroom. I did a lot of cleaning today, which was really nice. And so did Locke. They cleaned up the whole kitchen, which was awesome. And then, which they just do a lot anyway, watched The Pit, and I did some journaling. I had to put in Foundry side and stuff. So I was working on some Hello Kitty journal pages, which I didn't film, but I'll show you now because there's sort of like gifting guides in it. So I've got this right now. I want to buy some actual Sanrio stickers to like decorate elsewise because everything else I printed off. But you can see here, sorry it's a bit blurry, I have manual focus on. But these are all the Islanders and like the gifts that they like. So I did a couple of pages of those and they're incredibly bright because, I don't know, like look at the art of the game. I just feel like it should be. So I was working on that this day, just having some fun with my Tumbos. But of course you can see more of that when I eventually do a mid-year flip through of my reading journal. But yeah, just doing that and then again reading The Book That Wouldn't Burn. So, on Saturday, I spent a lot of the morning playing, you guessed it, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I'm playing a lot less of it now, like daily, because I'm finally like, you know, I'm in a good spot in terms of quests and things I need to do. I've really slowed down how much I'm playing it, which is nice, but I was really into it for the first week especially. And I had nothing to do in Infinity Nikki. Hello, Nikki? In Infinity Nikki, so, you know, gave myself that island, and then I did some planning. I don't know if I filmed, did I have videos the next week? I did. So I obviously did a little bit of planning here, and I think that was the last of my videos. So maybe I didn't film, yeah, I didn't film the next week. Pretty sure. So the last time I filmed, it's the 24th today, and the last time was like the 8th. So I definitely did need that break. I think I added on with this like burnout laziness thing. Like I just had to take some of the things off of my schedule to just chill and relax, reset my brain. And then, as I said, we started trying some other medical shows out because we wanted some more just to like, you know, randomly watch with dinner and stuff. So this day we tried out Chicago Med. So Locke's thing was we watched 2 episodes and see how we feel. And we tried out Chicago Med first because sometimes I get, thanks to ADHD, sometimes I get stuck in a, I get stuck in those, oh no, I haven't stopped watching all of these YouTube shorts. I can't stop scrolling. So I got stuck in those. I would get a lot of clips from like Chicago Med and a few others. So it's like, oh, let's try out Chicago Med. It has Oliver Platt in it, and he's cool. I like Oliver Platt. And I know some of the clips I saw were okay. No. We watched 2 episodes and we're like, it's not for us. I don't know, the way it's filmed, everyone is too close to the camera. Like they're basically like the tops of the shoulders and then the tops of the heads, and like the top of the head's cut off and then the bottom is at the top of the shoulders, so they're really close in on the face. And that kind of made me feel sick. And then the camera was constantly moving, and all the spaces in their hospital were really tiny, and it just felt really claustrophobic and kind of sickening. So we didn't like the way it was filmed, and that was a big part of why we stopped after 2 episodes. And also the other thing, it felt like everybody was acting, like legit acting, like they were saying their lines and then doing their faces, like, I'm beautiful and angry. No offense if you like these shows. You know, we all have different things that we like, but we just couldn't get into it, especially after watching The Pit, which just has a much more natural style of acting and also much better, like they're not as close in on people. It just wasn't, yeah, it felt a bit sickening to watch Chicago Med. I feel bad because I feel like there'd be some interesting, just dramatic stuff, but just wasn't for us. And I didn't love the color palette either, and it looked like everyone was wearing 5 pounds of makeup as well. It didn't seem necessary. Anyway, so we tried that out for 2 episodes. And then I had laptop woes while trying to play Infinity Nikki the last 2 days. So Friday and Saturday, when I was trying to play Nikki, it was getting a lot of stuttering and lag to the point where I could only do like certain things and I couldn't actually play, like run around in the world. And it was so terrible. And I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it. I was on their Discord and I found some other people who had the same issue, but it wasn't really the same as mine. I did realize I needed to update my NVIDIA graphics drivers. So I did update them and it didn't work. And then all of a sudden my laptop just died. And I was like, And I realized during my laptop woes is that my charger, well, I already have issues with the charger. I have a Lenovo Legion Pro 5 and the charger cables are really cheap and the brick is huge. And like it was getting like frayed and like they were like twisting on it themselves, like super twisty. And they're getting frayed, and so you could start seeing some of the cables. So I was having issues with that. Like it was breaking. But seemingly one of the plugs into the brick just loosened and it wasn't charging the laptop at all. So I'm pretty sure my Infinity Nikki problems were because I had no battery on this gaming laptop and it was struggling to run the game, and then it just ran out of battery. I was able to recharge it by putting the plugs all properly in, but I decided I had to give up on this charger because the cables were fraying. Like, you could see the metal, the actual cables inside, which you don't want to touch. You don't want to deal with. And it was all twisted and turned. It was terrible. So I was looking up on Reddit and I found a company called Slim Q who make gaming laptop chargers with their own cables, and they had a add-on so you can plug it into a Lenovo. So I ended up ordering that and I got it the next week. It came pretty fast and it's really, really nice. I love it. It has a smaller brick. So the main thing is that they wanted much smaller bricks and lighter. And then the cables are so much higher quality that they don't twist up at all. So I'm really happy with that. But I was having laptop woes this day, just trying to figure out what was wrong so I could play my game. Then I was playing Infinity Nikki after my laptop charged again. And then again, reading the book that wouldn't burn. But I'll write the name of the company down below if you want a new charger for a gaming laptop. It looks like they have add-ons for like all the different brands like Dell and Lenovo and all of those. I think they even have Mac stuff as well. And you get a much lighter brick, and it doesn't use... there's the difference. They don't use a specific metal. They use a different metal or something, maybe lithium, something like that. But they use one that they use on like satellites instead, and it makes it a lot lighter and more efficient. I don't know, but I really like the main cable is like a braided cable, and then the other one's like a really soft, high quality plastic. So it shouldn't be like twisting and breaking anytime soon. But I'll put that Slim Q. It's very simple, but I'll put it in the description box. If you need a laptop charger, you can also get it on all different plugs. So I was able to get EU, but you can get all of the different countries. So that's really useful as well. But yeah, my laptop woes. It was very sad. I was like, I've only had this laptop for like 2-3 years. But yeah, the charger and the cables that came with Lenovo are just super cheap and meh. So I'm glad I was able to find something that, replaces it with much higher quality things. So yeah, I'll put that down below in case you're looking for something like that, because I know there's dozens of us. But yeah, so Sunday, I put some new nails on, and I did some filming here too. So I think I was I did 2 levels of filming. I did the base this day and then the plan with me this day, I think. And then playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And then because we'd caught up with the pit at this point, and now it's like, I think it's a Friday show. For us, I think it's a Friday or Saturday show. So, we were caught up on the pit, so like, okay, what else should we be watching? And we realized the Severance had just begun again, Severance Season 2 on Apple. And well, it's been 3 years since the show came out. We watched it when it came out, so we decided to rewatch the first season so you get straight into the second season without getting too spoiled. Luckily, we didn't get spoiled for the new season, but yeah, Severance on Apple again. Another brilliant show. The Pit and the Severance are like 5-star shows. They're so good. Severance is just really good. So I'm so glad it's back, and it was very, honestly, it was kind of like nerve-wracking. Like, is this going to be as good as the first season? Because it took so long, 3 years for it to come back. But, they had development stuff, and then there was the writer's strike. All those things kind of just pushed the show back. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a character, Miss Huang, like, she filmed it when she was 15 and she's 18 now, so it's taken a long time to get the new season. But what I've seen is the reviews of people who, like reviewers, got to see the whole season, and they say it's really good, and it has been really, really good so far. I feel like there's only a few episodes left, but yeah, really excited, really love Severance. Feel like we're getting some good quality shows at the moment, and there's so many good shows on Apple TV, and it's so annoying that they don't like advertise enough. When is it? I think it's gonna be May. We're gonna get Murderbot TV show on Apple, and I'm so excited because I love Murderbot, the books by Martha Wells. There's so much good sci-fi on there. Oh, Foundation is so good too. I haven't watched Silo yet, but it's definitely on the list. But anyway. And then this night we decided to get some delicious Thai food from this new Thai restaurant in our area. And like the food was even better than the last time we had it. I feel like usually it gets worse, honestly. This time was better. It was so good. Yeah, very happy to have some good Thai food. And then I was playing Infinity Nikki, and I also played, yeah, as you can see, I put them both in here. I don't know what I was doing writing adventure there, but anyway. And then again, was reading the book That Wouldn't Burn. It takes me a lot longer to read a physical book. It's a very long book. I don't know, I feel like it's maybe 600 pages. I can't remember, 500 and something, 560, but it just takes so much longer to read a physical book than an ebook. So Krung Tep was the Thai restaurant, and we are done. So I'm gonna put this into the planner, and we could put some deco bits in and finish off this extremely long plan with me. But hey, I needed to catch up with you, hang out with you, my friend, because you have been, what's the word? I know avoiding, I haven't been avoiding, but you know, I haven't been putting in the work so I could spend some time with you, and I've not been a good friend, so here I am. You deserved a nice long video after so long, although I think the sticker haul, which I filmed earlier today, and you'll get the last week from, this video is going up a week after the haul, but I'm pretty sure that ended up being an hour long, so I'm sure you had fun with that. If you haven't already, definitely go check out that haul. I mostly just haul Scribble Prints Co, to be honest. 15 minutes of Scribble Prints Co. A lot of it is because I had a couple of kits that I drew, so I do make sure I talk about those and my thought process, because I know it's interesting to some of you. And then I had some notebooks that I showed as well, because we're all in our journal errors, some of us, so I'm definitely feeling that. So many pretty ones. I'm actually getting another journal tonight. Luck's picking it up from the mail for me. From the supermarket, but because it's at a postal locker there. But I'll probably just put that in the next haul, you know, whoopsies. Look, Notebook Therapy came out with a cute cat journal, and the design was kind of like a calico cat, and it was Heidi basically, and I had to have it. But that might actually be my journal for next year, like my reading journal, or maybe I'll do some Bujo. I don't know. We will see. But it looks cute so far. So I can't wait to see that for tonight. But you'll see it in the next haul. But that is a finished spread of retro bites. I think it came out so cute. I do love the hit of the like mid level of the pink with the rest of the colors. It just turned out so pretty. I love this art by Dusk. Dusk is just such a good artist. I love all the kits that she does. But yeah, that was my week. Not the best week, but we got a lot of reading done, a lot of gaming done, and I did take some time off for myself, and I got a lot of stuff cleaned as well, which was nice. Went to the chemist, so I left the apartment, which is good. But otherwise, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize for all my yapping. But if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and maybe put down, I don't know, are they like dino related? I don't know. You could put some palm trees. You could put food. I don't know. Are there milkshakes? I don't know. Think of an emoji that What emoji gives you from this spread, the cute diner spread? Maybe even just a pink heart, like a blue heart. I don't know. Let me know. I'd love to hear. I'd love to see what emoji you're going to put down. If you watched it this far and you don't want to put another comment, you just put little emojis and I'd love to see what you think of. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.